Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got one of those shows here again for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So LeBron James strikes again. Okay, LeBron James strikes again. As you guys know, LeBron has been in the headlines for the last week or so. Okay. To kick it off, I believe it was on September 1st, him and Nike decided to drop this commercial where they were celebrating his 40,000 points, his longevity. And I think it was called like Take the Crown, Own the Crown, I Got the Crown or something like that. And it was just, the commercial was full of a bunch of propaganda, a bunch of nonsense. I defeated every rival, all kind of nonsense. And people were reacting to this like, bro, what in the, like, who greenlit this? Who sat back at the end and saw this and was like, yo, this is fire, bro. This is fire. They not ready. They not ready. You see son aura? Like, I don't know who saw that in that boardroom and were like, we got him with this one. We got him, boys. This is the one right here. I don't know. So they dropped this commercial and LeBron James gets roasted and toasted all throughout the internet. You got people like Bill Simmons calling him out. Like, yo, what is this? What is this? This is cringe. This is crazy. So just when you thought LeBron James couldn't stop, he does it again. So what happened? This week, last week, the NBA had his Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony. And they were inducting NBA players like Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard into the Hall of Fame. And then they did something, which was they inducted the 2008 Hall of Fame, 2008 Redeem Team into the Hall of Fame. So you had guys like Kobe Bryant, who was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame for the second time. Because Kobe got inducted as a player, and then he got inducted as a part of that team. So LeBron now, the first post went out, which was, LeBron is the only active player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. But then they now updated it, and they realized, wait a minute. There's somebody else. And the other person is Chris Paul. And I know LeBron fans were not happy about that. Like, what? What do you mean? Somebody gets to stand next to my king? It's supposed to be just him and him alone, right? So it was Chris Paul. So of course you had these LeBron fans sucking them off all throughout the internet, twerking it up, hollering, beating their meat next to buckets of honey while watching his highlights, just going off, right? Letting it fly. Letting it fly. So just when you thought the twerkation wouldn't stop, LeBron James himself decides to bust up in the room with a towel on and give himself a hot stone massage by basically going up there on the internet and hyping himself for his own achievements. And I'm like, you just can't make it up with this guy. But before I even get into what LeBron posted, today's video is brought to you by sponsor, Game Time. One of the things I love the most is making unforgettable memories with family and friends. And one of the things I hate the most is overpaying for tickets only to find out that there was a better deal out there. That's one of the reasons I started using Game Time. Game Time is the easy go-to app for last-minute tickets to sports, concert, and theater events across 60+ states in the US and Canada. Game Time saves me time, money, and stress by curating only the best deals, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of time scrolling through overpriced tickets. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It highlights the best value seats instantly. No more guesswork, no more wasting time. For example, I'm really looking forward to watching some of these NBA Summer League games. Here's what I like to do. I choose between the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this post by King James himself. I see a post that came up on Sideline Sources, and it says, look at the image. Still at the top of my game, at the same time in the Hall of Fame. Then we go to the next slide where you see LeBron with his, I think this is a Patek Philippe, very expensive watch. That's a flex. And he wrote, Still at the top of my game at the same time in the Hall of Fame. And then the third slide was him putting on his Hall of Fame jacket. And then sideline sources wrote LeBars. Okay. Calm down. I want to read you some of the comments. One guy said, dude can't help but toot his own horn and say and do cringy stuff consistently. Another guy said, always praising himself. Another guy said, I'm really starting to think he's going to play 25 years. Thought this would be it. Another guy says, it's sad that he constantly feels the need to praise himself because he knows he'll never get the same level of respect as MJ. I mean, he might make a case as the overall, the better overall player, but he wants that MJ love. Another guy said, just shave the head, Bron. Come on. I don't know why this dude thinking about this dude here. Another guy says, wow, so humble. Of course, you got a few twerkers slipping and sliding through the comment section with honey on their shoes. Another guy says, damn, bro is never going to retire. Another guy says, LOL, didn't he get eliminated in the first round? Another guy said, please retire already. Another guy said, been corny for 20 years. Another guy said, Bron is trying so hard to be the GOAT. Another guy says, what was his plus minus this past season? Oh, yeah, the king, 422. Another guy says, still can't win another ring. And then I think one other guy says, typical Burger King behavior, right? Now, Burger King refers to when LeBron posted the picture, not the picture, the video of him with the crown on his head, and then people started calling him the Burger King. What are my thoughts about this? This is what I be talking about, man. This is what I be talking about. LeBron with these antics, man. His antics are just, I've never seen somebody suck himself off so much as this dude, bro. This dude be sucking himself. And you know what's crazy to me? Do you know what's crazy to me? It's not like as if he ain't got fans that be doing it. There was a dude that I just saw a few days ago who proposed to his girlfriend. He was wearing a LeBron jersey. Do you know what was even more crazy about that? His fiance or whoever, she was wearing a LeBron jersey. Fellas in the comment section, let me holler at y'all for a quick minute. You're about to propose to your lady. You got on a LeBron jersey. You know some of us is looking at you like, yo, son, something is wrong with you. But then she got on a LeBron jersey. She got on a jersey of another man while you proposing to her. This is okay? This is normal behavior to you? This is normal. Why would you tell your girlfriend to do that? You as a woman, why would you do that? This is what they do. So it's not like as if he ain't got people out there twerking it up for him on an hourly basis. They twerk, they shake, they holler. You walk up to a LeBron fan, you touch him, you start shaking with them. They just vibrating all over the place. Honey sparks flying all over the place, twerking, moving. Ones is flying. That's all they do, twerk it up. So with all of these people out here twerking up, with all of these people ready to crash out for you, you still over here. Can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. You just can't make it up. Y'all leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show, and I'm out, man. Peace.